Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, it's your boy Chucky T coming at you with the first cup of coffee of the day. And today we are about to get into the top 10 hottest watches of this century so far. Now, everybody take a sip of their coffee real quick, because Chucky T is about to drop a beat. Okay, obviously you can tell that wasn't me, and if you can't, well, then we have more problems than we've started with on this channel already. Also, this isn't coffee, this is just water. So, yeah, I have nothing against coffee. I'm actually more of a tea person, so excuse me while I go get some tea. So, for those of you who don't know, and you shouldn't because I literally just started this thing today, my name is The One True Watch. Technically, my name is Chuck. One True Watch is just the Instagram I have. I don't know where I'm going to have a link for this because I'm just learning video as I go. So I am The One True Watch, and if you didn't gather from the actual screen name, I like watches. I like looking at watches. I like watching watches. But basically, this channel is going to be used for talking about watches and reviewing watches and thinking about watches and researching watches and just watches. I really love watches. So you might be wondering, or probably not because you don't care, can't really blame you, what makes me different from all the other YouTube channels that do watch reviews or watch talks or a podcast or even a blog? What makes me different? I don't really know. I wear hats. That's got to be worth something. I drink tea. Also, gotta be worth something. They're probably more well thought out and way more scripted, and their video budget is probably a lot better than mine because I'm not using lights. That's the sun. I just want to talk about watches normally, like a normal person. Normally, how many times can I say normally before it stops sounding normal? But yeah, I just want to talk about watches with you guys, which, you know, is really a self-fulfilling prophecy of Charles when he was in 10th grade, who had no watch friends. Or regular friends. Too much. I don't take myself too seriously. I don't take this watch journey too seriously, even though, like most of us, my watch journey started with some relative who was on the broader spectrum of super old and ancient and wise, giving me a watch and handing it down and giving me that love of watches. And maybe I'll do that story one day, but who knows? I just want to bring a little more fun into things, which is like why I kind of started doing more reels. Not because the Instagram algorithm told me to or anything, but I legitimately just have fun making these little skits about the behind the scenes of the watch community or the watch life, which, yeah, only slightly exaggerated, but, you know. And honestly, as much as I'd love to talk about Daytonas and APs and how cool they are as I push up and adjust my glasses just so, we can talk specs and that's fine, but it's honestly going to be super freaking quick because I ain't got time for that. And if I can, I'll link, I don't know why I'm doing this again. I'll link an article or YouTube channel or video that I think really summarizes a watch better than I could summarize, which it's going to happen a lot. But, you know, it is what it is. And to be fair, the only one we really care about is lug to lug with because we got to get those straps, baby. Get them straps, baby. Talking about we are going to be doing all the work. You just sit there, bum. And we're going to talk about watches from Fossils to Pateks and swatches to Rolexes because honestly, timepieces are just fun to look at. So yeah, we can talk about watches, we can research watches together, we can talk about our watches together, I can start to covet your watches, really look through your windows at your watches, kind of get up close and take personal pictures of your watches, which I'm pretty sure might be a sin, coveting? Or it might be a law. Or illegal. And sometimes I'll just talk to you here in this little chair, which is my desk area. Maybe I'll go outside sometimes and talk to you there because that's predominantly where I do most of my watch shots. Definitely won't be talking strictly just about watches. Sometimes I'll talk about vintage cars that I like. Sometimes I'll talk about different foods that I like. Sometimes I'll take you with me on my European travels. Sometimes we'll just talk coffee or whiskey and how that tastes. Well, so expect more stuff like this, maybe a little more low energy, maybe a little more high energy. It really depends if I'm drinking tea or coffee that day. It's just an intro video. Basically, I'm coming here for making reels on Instagram because 30 seconds isn't a lot of time to really show you the depth and the insight of my creativity. But really, I'm getting sick of cutting the clips down because of my facial expressions, because I've got about a dozen of them, and that really doesn't fit in 30 seconds. Okay, so this is the first video, episode. I don't know what you call it, but this is it, so I hope you like it.